Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama
राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे भज राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे गोविंद राधे गोपाल राधे गोविंद गोपाल राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे श्री राधे कृष्ण भगवान की सच्चिदानंद भगवान की सतगुरु महाराज की जय
So we have a lecture from God and Prabhu. We talked about who we really are, among other things.
Hare Krishna. How are you guys feeling? It's normal weather for you, right? Normal weather, so
Not comparing.
Matra Spashastra Konte, Sitosha Shukra. Doesn't matter, it's all good. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopi Janavallabha Giridhari Gopi Janavallabha Yamuna Tira
Gopi Jana Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Srila Prabhupada ki. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Why are you so scattered around? Maybe not so many of us. You can come a little bit closer. Hey, Gaura? Yeah, those who need a chair, they need a chair. That's okay. Then you don't feel like in a classroom or something, you know, so you have a backbencher sitting on there. Between you, there's a big gap. How's the week been for you guys? Not so stressful? How was your week, sir? How was your week? Did you manage to do some random naughty things or not? Did you manage to stress? Good. Did you manage to stress your dad? Perfect. Says that the children are the legitimate thief. Did you manage to make your dad feel like this? Perfect. So, good kid then. So, how many of you know the topic for the day? Okay, wonderful. Good. Now first we will have the closed book exam and then we'll see what you have learned from that and then we can talk to you. No, just kidding. Anyone like to recap from the last week? Oh, before we go, we can do a little Mangala Charan. So that's, we are good to go. Om Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakya Chakshuranmilitam Yena Tashmai Shri Gurave Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschata Dekshastani Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna. So let's do it. Anyone like to recap? What was the acronym for last time? Loss. And what was L stand for? Lack of clarity, yes. So when we have a lack of clarity, what do we feel? Overwhelmed. Perfect. And when we feel overwhelmed, what has happened after that? We are feeling self-doubt, we feel confused, we feel like, okay, whether I can do it or not. And when we are in self-doubt, what do? Yes, we get more emotional and more emotional. Everything is like, get out of my head. And what was the solution?
Seek guidance.
Seek, pause and seek guidance. Because that's what Krishna did, no, Arjun did in Bhagavad Gita. Anyone remember the verse number? 2.7. Yay. She should get an extra sweet today. Wonderful. Yeah, back to classroom. Okay, let me do this. So when we are lost, here in the Bhagavad Gita, this is not just our normal situation. This is a not just us, practically everyone. And Arjun is going through the same problem. In the first chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, he's feeling lost, he's feeling overwhelmed, and he's emotionally charged. All his arguments are coming from emotions. And of course, there is a logic behind it. And then he says, okay, look, I can't handle it. So Krishna, please help me. Please. Karpanya dosha, apahata sabhava, prakshanatam, dharma sammohita cheta. He said, okay, I'm so surrendered to you. Please, Sishyasteham sharimam prapanna, that can please accept me as your disciple and eradicate all the confusion I have in my head. So here, it's the first time Krishna starts speaking in the Bhagavad Gita. Before, Krishna wasn't speaking. Either it was Sanjay or Arjun. Or Sanjay would tell that this has happened, this is what the Dhritarashtra is saying, Duryodhana is saying. So here, when we are lost, we are seeking the guidance. But why we are lost? That's the first question would come. So the topic for the day was, who am I really? And the acronym for the day is real. We all have some roles to play. The first is R. That is early Christmas. Because we sometimes get confused between role versus reality. We take our role more seriously than the reality. We have a role as a father. We have a role as a husband. We have a role as a mother, daughter, or as a professional or something. But beyond that role, there is a reality. Arjun has a role in that society. He is a father to some, he is a grandson to someone. But then he got so caught up into that, it's like as if this is the reality. And Krishna starts saying him this beautiful verse that look, all these arguments you have given in the first chapter, or you've been telling me with this overwhelming sorrow. Asochanam avasochasta pragyavadam sabhasache gatasana gatasansa nam sochanti pandita. Saying the Supreme Personality of Godhead say, while speaking learned words, you are mourning for what is not worthy of grief. Those who are wise lament neither for the living nor for the dead. He's saying, yeah, you're saying amazing thing that you are CEO of XYZ thing. You are this, you are that. I get it. But all those things are external. These are just your role. That's not your reality. And if you're just caught up between, like many times devotees give this beautiful example of the car. You're driving a car. And okay, someone scratched your car. Unfortunate situation. Especially if you're driving a fancy car. And then you're so overwhelmed, as if you scratch me. Oh, Baba, it's okay. Scratched happened. No, but you think that I am the car. No, you're not the car. You are in the car. Beyond that car, also you have an identity. You're still safe in just a tiny scratch here and there. Okay, I get it. It's upsetting. It's like a hard-earned money, but you're still safe and sound. But while we are in that car, we think, that's me. Everything happened to me. Same, we have roles in our life, so many roles, and we get so caught up, then we forget what is the actual reality. And Arjuna is in the same situation. And that's why, first thing, he's feeling lost. He's lost because how long you can live in that facade? You have to come out of that. You can't live the role. Keep playing a role to be hungry, okay, in a cinema or something. After that, you have to eat something. You can't just live with that role. So here, that's what's happening. That Arjuna is feeling, he's confused between role and the reality. And that's 2.13 when Krishna is saying, Dehinosmin yatha dehe. Is one of the famous verses of the Bhagavad Gita. Kaumaram yovanam jara tatha dehante prapte dhiras tatra namuniti. I'm sure if you have walked into any Hare Krishna temple, yeah, the picture, okay, this is from the book. I'm sure you'll have that picture as well. You must have seen this famous picture. And that's what it's saying. The Lord saying, as a person puts on new garments, giving up the old one, the soul similarly accepts new material bodies, giving up the old and they use this one. We're just passing through. And while we are passing through, we accept different roles. And while we're accepting different roles, say, no, don't take them too seriously. It's like in further, he will say, the 17. There's a verse, Vasashiji. Like, you see, when you went to the bed, you had some of your cozy clothes. Or if you are in India, you might have more like cool clothes kind of thing, you know. Here, maybe you need more jump. You wake up, you have a different dress. When you come to the temple, it's a different dress. When you go home, different dress. It's exactly saying the same thing. That as you are changing the dress, your identity, your body, your roles are changing in the world. How can you take all those roles so seriously? He's saying beyond those roles, there is a reality. And once you understand that reality, or he's saying Arjun, you are missing that reality. He's not giving the conclusion just yet. He's saying, Arjun, you just missed that reality. You have given all the arguments, but based on that roles. But why did you give me some argument from what is the reality? And the reality is you're not the body, you're the soul. I know you've been hammered this thing many times if you've been to this concept or any if you came across. But that's the reality. It's saying that is the datum point. Engineering, then datum point is the place where you start the things. That is the basic premises. From there, you start the calculation. If you have gone to the math school or something, 1 + 1 is 2. That's how you learn. That's a basic algebra. If you haven't learned the basic algebra, and if I throw some calculus or integration or I don't know, I'll say, what is this? It would sound like, oh my God, this is not for me. Of course, because you haven't learned the basic thing. Everything else would look like far out thing. But if you learn the basic thing and you gradually have climbed up, you say, oh, I understand the basics. So then, oh, this is how the integration works. Okay, fine. Okay. And then you will learn integration. But if you have never learned the number system, you don't even know how to count in your finger 10, then forget about anything else. Maths is too far thing. So that's what happened in our life as well. When the challenges come in our life, all we have to do is go back to the basics first. Pause and say something. Make sense so far? Any questions so far? We can just literally stay on this topic, just on the first part, because that is also a very big thing. I know easier said than done. If you would just slap me now, I wouldn't say, oh my God, you just slapped my body. I wouldn't do that. Maybe after some time, I'll say, okay, I'll let it go. But instantly, that wouldn't be my instinct either. So I know it's easier said than done. So we say to the world, and one of our good friends was saying, we're not the body, we are the soul, but we have the body. And we acknowledge that part. And if you have a body, you look after your body. If you have a role, then you look after that role. You do your duties in that role. And that's, I guess, one of the house program. Yes, we have to perform our duties, which we will talk in the third part of this series. But yeah, I'm just touching on it so that it's not like 1 week you go home and it's like, okay, what about this? I'm not the body, I'm the soul. Soul, na jayate na amriyate. So it doesn't do anything, No, I don't have no other duties. No, that's not how it's gonna work. Anyways, so I think you get it, right? Makes sense that we feel lost. One of the reasons we feel lost because we have confused ourselves between real and the role and the reality. And what is the reality? That is, we have eternal nature. And eternal nature. Najayate mritan va kadachin. For the soul, there is neither a birth nor death at any time. Does not come into being, does not come into being, and will not come into being. He is unborn, eternal, ever existing, and forever. Is not slain when the body is slain. Imagine someone jumps, or you see someone drowning in some lake or somewhere, and you jump to the lake, but the man was wearing the golden jacket. And you jump to the lake, and you save the golden jacket, and you come out, and it's like, I saved it. Like, what did you save? It's like, oh, I saved the jacket. No. There was a more important thing behind that. What was that? Oh, the person. Oh yeah, he's wrong. But at least I saved it. You do the same. That which is eternal, we're not focusing on that. But that which is temporary, all our energy, all our focus, all our efforts are going for that. How my hairs are groomed, how my nails are groomed, how fancy is my house. Okay, you have to clean your house for sure. Okay, have a nice car, no problem. can take Jagannath in that car on a Jagannath Rath Yatra day. For sure, you can have the as big as thing. But then you understand, these are the things which you own. You are not those things. Because we have a eternal identity. And if you miss on that eternal identity, saying then you will be always confused. So that's your North Star. When you will pause, we'll come towards the end, we'll give you this tiny exercise. So when you pause, then you say, okay, am I in a role or my reality? And what is my eternal identity here? Because these are the things which will help us to, how do you call it, reset. That's a reset button. Or if you travelology to track, these are your compass signs that, okay, this will align you going back to the normal thing. If we would miss on these simple things, rest of the Bhagavad Gita wouldn't make any sense at all. It literally wouldn't make any sense, because as we were telling many times, or we told that Bhagavad Gita is covering these 5 topics of the soul, or the identity of the soul, the nature, what does he do, where does he live, that is this Prakriti, and what activities he does here as a karma. And in order for you to do all these activities is time, kala, and to bind all these things, Ishvara is there. But none of these things will make sense. Where you live wouldn't make sense. What activities you're doing wouldn't make sense. And for that note, time, it's a big deal. I'm just existing, You see this on these 80s, what do they say? Oh, just here today, gone tomorrow. Couldn't care less. But if you see their life, they care so much for everything under the sun. They're protesting for this, to that. They don't even believe in the soul or the body. What are you protesting for? Chemicals or what? Most of these people go on these protests for what? If you have such a big identity crisis. So if we miss on this one bit, everything else in this puzzle wouldn't make sense at all. Or nothing else in this puzzle would make sense. So this is the first part of the puzzle, that we put this thing, and from there magic will start happening. If you miss that part, it's like not gonna happen. And then, as we were reading this verse, beyond this body we have above the body, and that is our soul. And the nature of the soul we've already explained here. If you see, have you ever feel fearful in a life? Have you ever compared yourself to anyone? Maybe some of you look like saintly people, you would never do that. Do you ever feel insecure? Welcome to the club. I guess yesterday, someone's house program we were doing, talking about the concept of attachment. You feel attached to your toy, to your friends, or to the car, or to the job. And all the other problems come from all these things. Do you ever face any of these problems? Or problem came from these things? Happen? Most of the relationship, we were saying to one of my friends, just yesterday after when I came home, we were having a chat. And I'm telling them like how, wherever I go around, whatever amount of people we meet in our travel, it's like a pandemic, the relationship problem. It's literally like a pandemic, maybe more than pandemic. Every other person we bump on the street or wherever we meet, it's just like a relationship crisis. Where are they stemming from? Because we're not understanding that beyond this body there is something more. He didn't do this for me, she didn't do that for me. Sure. My son doesn't care for me. Sure. X, endless conversation you can add to it, Sometimes you think that It's more or less same thing. But of course, every relationship has its own dynamic. But believe it or not, the silly thing is the same silly thing is repeating in every relationship. There could be some exception where, outright some demon or XYZ problem. But more or less, if you would see, like, hey, why would you fight for this? Oh, I don't know. He didn't do this thing. And then I lost my cool on that. And then what did you do? I lost my cool and then I said something terrible. But if you see, all these problems are stemming from this bodily platform. If you would understand that I'm not the body, I'm the soul, and someone has this nature of saying whatever I need to do, you wouldn't pay too hood to it. It's like when you are walking through, if, not like I'm saying husband or wife is a dog or something, but if you walk through, if the dog is saying something to you, would it make any difference to you? No. Okay, he's barking something for somewhere. You didn't pay attention because you think it doesn't affect me. Whatever it's saying, it doesn't affect me. Same when the moment we understand that I'm not the body, I'm the soul, and I have better things to do in my life, then you will understand so many things the person is going through. Say, oh, it doesn't affect me. I have other important thing to do. It's like I can see some mothers in the room, and of course, you're not denying the role of the father. You see, sometimes when we are doing something so important, I don't know, whatever. Cooking is important, it is. Something is important. And all of a sudden, you have this paper cut or you had a little cut while you're making a feast or something. What do? You don't say, done for the day. No, what do you do normally? Say, okay, where's the bandage? You put the bandage and carry on. You don't even realize that you actually cut yourself properly or burnt your hand while you're cooking. Or further for that note, while they're in a work, there is something happening, there's an important meeting, or something happened, okay, I have a headache, but it's okay, the show must go on. But if you're not occupied with those busy things or the big things, anything small will happen, what do you say? Oh my God, let me call 911 straight away. Let me take a day off. I've got a headache. Oh, I must look after myself. Because there is nothing burning, there is nothing important, there is nothing above. But when we are in the pettiness of this world, then everything else looks like so big. But when you rise yourself, when you rise in that consciousness, everything else looks small, pale. You might finish on time today that they want to go. It's not a big topic. And then the last part of this wheel is, who are we then actually? We are living conscious being. And what is the nature? What is the purpose of this living being? Love and serve. That's the only nature. There is no living soul in this world. I can't see. You can go a little bit this side so that I can have eye contact with every one of you. Thank you. Every one of us. There is no one in this entire creation. I was just walking here and I didn't see those, what do you call it, snails or earthworm. Never seen in Norway before. Maybe because whatever path I walked, it just cemented, or it's like, oh, they're here as well doing the job. Serving. From little earthworm to anyone you see in the entire creation, everyone is doing some or the other service. And nowhere in the entirety of this creation says, I don't want to love and I don't want to be loved. So that is the nature of the soul, who want love and want to be loved and who want to serve. If someone says, I'm not serving, it's not possible. Everyone is serving. Some serving their country, some serving their companies, some serving their kids. And if someone says, I don't serve anyone, who are they serving? Their senses. Yes, there are people who are serving dog, cat, and everything else, but they are serving their body. Senses, gentles, it has to be satisfied. Service must be there. So that is the eternal nature of the living entity. So oftentimes we get asked, So what is this actually Sanatan Dharma means? And this is what the Sanatan Dharma actually means. That every Dharma means that which holds your existence. Do you remember this line? Dharma means that which holds your existence, or that which holds the existence of that particular thing. Like for example, if you take the water, what is that thing? If you take away from the water, it's not water anymore. You feel like a classroom or not? Maybe I should. You, you green shirt now. The liquidity. The water is not liquid. It's not water. Whatever it may be, but it's not liquid. If you separate the liquidity from it, it's not water. So that is the dharma of the water is to have the liquidity in it. Same way, if you have a fire, if you take heat and light from the fire, it's not fire. If it's just the heat and no fire, no light, it's not fire. It's just heating up something, but no fire yet. But if it has a heat and light, then it's a fire. So that's the innate nature of the fire. Like this, if you take the whole world, everything in the entire creation, that one thing you can find, oh, this is what is holding the existence of this particular thing. So what is that what is that thing which is holding our existence? Because you can't be Hindu or Muslim or Christian, because if you are a Hindu, then tomorrow you can change it to Muslim. Tomorrow if you are Muslim, then you can change it to a Christian. You are a Christian, then tomorrow, day after that, you can say, I can be atheist. And after atheist, you can say, oh, I'm agnostic. You can change 100 identities. But can you change the identity of the water? Water is water. So what is the holding the existence? Love and service. If you take away that from you, oh, then there's no existence. And that is called Sanatan. That which is eternal. Sanatan is not a religion per se. Sanatan means, in Sanskrit, that which is eternal or ever existing. So since time memorial, it's not 1500 AD onwards the water is giving wetness. No, since water exists, that's the role of the water. It's the same way. Since the soul exists, that's the eternal identity. That's the eternal nature of the soul. That what does it do? It seeks for love and it loves. It serves and it seeks for service and it serves. So what is the problem comes? The problem comes when we start doing these services based on role, not on based on reality. Because we have to. We have to serve, because that's the nature. You get a new fancy iPhone, I don't know what is it, iPhone 100 now or 90? I don't know. Whatever is the number now. You get a new fancy iPhone, the orange or fancy, you know? Black, orange is new black now, huh? I heard. Orange is new black now. You get a new phone and you're so glued to it. And after a few days, it's not replying to my text. Throw it away. What is it? The same phone which was giving you happiness. How is it not giving you the happiness? Because you're trying to squeeze something from it. It's like a little child. If you give, when he's hungry, how many of you have a kids actually? Wonderful. Hungry. Mama is busy. Oh, I can't feed you. What do you do? Some first thing. Oh, play. Baba, play with this toy for me. Happens sometime? And it's his favorite toy. My son is playing with the toy. Oh, it's nice. And then what does he do? Throw it away. He says, no, Mama, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Why? Because he has a different need. So it's nice. You can play with these roles sometime. It will satisfy you to some degree. The people in this world will satisfy you to some degree. All these services you do will satisfy you to some degree. And beyond that, you say, oh, I've done everything. But still feel. I was in the UK for many years. And then for a while. one of the thing people will say, because you see, when many of these, where we come from, at least the circle I had, they didn't come to UK to just live in the UK. They just came because they wanted to make some money and then go back. At least most of the people who come from there, at least they have this thing: I'll make some money and go back. If I'm in Norway, I would work offshore and then make money and come back to Norway. Maybe some people don't want to because of the weather. But what is this? Because they identify themselves with something which is not their real identity here. And even if they have everything, they say something is missing here. You have this thing. You have some Indian friends who say, "Yeah, sab kuch hai, par kuch missing." Sorry, came to the Hindi. You have some of these friends who say, "Oh, I have everything, but something is missing." Yeah, my childhood home. My this. Why? Where is this feeling coming? Where is this sprouting from? He has practically everything on his disposal. Good car, good house, good wife. Kids are going to the decent school. The roads are clean. No one is swearing at you for the parking. So then what is missing? Because they, in their head, that they think my real identity is something else. So even if you have everything, you'll lack of something. Same way, in a bigger context, if you see, in a life, why do people are in this peculiar situation where even if they have everything with them, they still have to go and drink, smoke, have drugs, or have extramarital affair? What is missing? What is missing in their life? Because you're not connecting with something where you actually belong to. That puzzle would never be solved if you don't connect with where you actually belong to. If you take a puzzle piece, if your child has a puzzle, maybe 10, 15 puzzle, you need to take a piece of puzzle from this puzzle. It looks like a similar kind of thing, nice green. You put it in the other puzzle, would it work? No. Even if it fits at that time, when you would make a design of it and say, oh, the puzzle did fit here. It had the same shape. But when the whole picture came in that puzzle, it's like, oh, this doesn't add up. This puzzle doesn't add up. So how would it add? When we actually connect with the Supreme Soul. And that's what we have to do. So we have practically covered most of these things for the day. So we have done the exercise. No, we don't have to do the exercise. We've already taken. So if in life you ever get overwhelmed like Arjun, what do we have to do? Pause. It's a simple mantra every time. Huh? If you're in, how many of you engineers in the room now? Computer engineers? Okay. One of the first thing they say, if problem comes, what do? Restart. Is that what they say? Restart. And guess what? It actually works. Believe it or not, it actually works. I worked in a railway for many years, and it's like a sophisticated system. They say it's as fail-safe as the NASA systems. Some of these fancy metros, they are super fail-safe. And when the problem comes, do you know what the first thing we were doing as well? Restart. It's like, hey, I know my small system was working like this, but this is like a fancy system. Even this has to be. So put a restart button. It's like, okay. So this works. Any problem in the life, first thing you do is pause and realign. This is exactly what is happening in our life. So pause and says, okay, what is the reality? Am I working out of role, or is this the reality? Yeah, is this my eternal position? Or I'm just acting out of emotions? Then it's easy for you to let go. Like sometimes when the child is upset with mom and he's showing so many tantrums, and sometimes you do feel like really angry at the child, right? Happen? But then after a few minutes, you say, oh, you know what? just a kid. I was just in the moment of that. We're just a kid. And then you're beyond that topic. Same way in life, that pause helps. And if you align that, okay, I'm lost, feeling overwhelmed, okay, um, feeling emotional, everyone can understand that they're going through the emotions, right? Maybe while you're going through, it's tough to check them, but now you have already passed it. At least pause on that, okay? Take a deep breath, count 10. Stop listening. Count 10. No, you don't have to count 10. You can have this small check, especially if you're going through, if this is what happened to you oftentimes, then check and see where it leads. So that's the interactive exercise we wanted to do. Well, I think we have covered most of this topic now. There's a punchline. Yes, so you see, if you ask people when we were growing up, first thing, if some elderly person will come to your home, what do they ask? Kya banoge? What would you do? Bade hoke kya banoge? Many of you speak Hindi? Handful of you don't speak. I can translate. What would you do when you grow up? I don't know if that's the same thing in Norway or that part of the world happen. They ask you as well. What would you do? Does your parent ever ask you? What are you going to do after you grow up? You don't ask, huh? Is there any slang, or what do you call it, shorter version in Norway of that? You don't ask your kids what you're going to do?
Yeah, like in the future,
Yeah.
like what kind of work.
Yeah.
Hva vil du bli når du blir stor?
Yeah.
Huh?
Hva vil du bli når du blir stor?
Yeah, you get asked, huh? Okay.
What you want to be.
Mostly in India, we are asking what do you become.
Here they don't ask, huh?
Now so much like that.
No problem.
Because they said the child should choose self.
Clearly, you know what he's choosing. Anyway, the point is, before we even go into that, what we're going to do, what will be our purpose? They're saying, first understand who we are. When we understand our own identity, then it's easy to find the purpose. If we have an identity crisis, where would the purpose will come from? So in our life, when we are grown up, no one is asking me, no one is asking you, what you gonna do? And you're trying to find your own purpose. I need to figure out why am I born for? Yes, what's the famous author? For the name, it says there are two most important days of your life: the day you are born and the day you figure out why you're born for. What's the name of the author? It's a famous quote. If you'll Google it, you'll figure it out. I just remember the quote. Forgot the name. Yes, they are the two most important. But in order for you to figure out why, you have to find out who first. Who am I? In order, I tell this thing practically every day when I'm on the street to meet people. In order for you to buy a new pair of shoes, you need to know your shoe size. Once you know your shoe size, then you can decide, okay, I need a running shoes, I need a walking shoes, I need a skating shoes. What are you gonna do with those shoes? Come secondary. First, you need to figure out what is my shoe size, and the purpose will follow. Purpose will follow. This is exactly what Krishna is taking Arjuna in the journey. That first, Arjun, you're lost. Fine. First, understand your identity. Once you understand the identity, and then of course Krishna is briefing the whole Bhagavad Gita, and then he will come to the chapter. It's like, what are you gonna do with this identity now? Now you have understood. Now can we get into the back to the business? Do some job. Let's do some karma. So the third chapter will follow the karma yoga, and how do you the activities, and how do you make those activities connected to the Lord. So that's the third chapter. Hare Krishna. So please feel free to, as I said, it's a small setting. We're just a handful of us today. Thanks to this lovely rain. So it's a family environment, I guess. If you don't know each other, then it's a different story. But in my understanding, I feel like most of you would know each other. It's like a small family environment. So it's a safe environment to you ask any random question possible. So please, we do have some time. You can ask. Floor is yours. Yes.
I have one question.
Yes.
If you said we are the soul, we are not the body, that we are all over sitting here, we can understand that. When you're talking about the relationship, then you two persons together. One is not understand that level of that you are telling to us. So what a person that the conflict is there. One person can understand about this, and what about the another?
See, when you are, like say two people are hungry and there's a food in front of them and you're really, really hungry and one doesn't want to eat, does that mean that you wouldn't eat? You will eat. People will act out of their own nature anyways. So what Krishna is saying here, I mean, in the third chapter also, that people will act according to their nature. Whatever nature they have acquired, they will act accordingly. There's a famous story, no? That one time a sage was taking a bath in a river, and as he was offering the water to Surya, there was a Scorpio who came in this Anjali, and I was, oh, there's a Scorpio, so let me just take him out of the water, thinking to save the Scorpio. But the Scorpio thought, stranger is a danger, because that's how the Scorpios think, and he bite him, and the Scorpio fell because it's a bite, and it's a little Brahmana. What does he do? He picks it up again, and then try to do again. And Scorpio thinks the same as he was thinking before, and as it continued for a while, finally Brahmana managed to take it out. But the guy outside on the shore of the river, he was seeing the whole situation. He was like, what a silly thing to do. What are you up to? If you can see that the Scorpio is biting you again and again, let it be. And what does it say? If Scorpio is not leaving his nature, why should I? I have a nature. Brahmana by nature is a compassion. So it's like, I have a compassion. So let me just do it. So the point I'm trying to say is like, we have to act out of our own nature. So if we understand, what does it say? It takes two to tango. In physics, the engineer would know. They say in order for you to have a friction, you have to have in order for you to move, there has to be some friction. If there's no friction in a road, the car can't move. And that's why they make the road a little bit like this, and then the friction on the car. So if some of those places, when they make this tarmac road, which is smooth, super smooth, and you will hear this strange sound come while you are driving, because there's not much grip coming from the floor. But these roads have grip, but some of these cement roads don't have that much grip, and you will have a strange sound coming out there. So imagine if you have a clean tire, means you don't have a grip on your tire, and you're driving on those clean plates, you wouldn't be able to move further. So the point I'm trying to say is like, if we actually act according to the soul path, then the person wouldn't have any problem. Even if they want to fight with you, they wouldn't be able to fight. That's why they say that the sadhu doesn't have any enemies, because they just have no resistance. They literally don't have resistance. I know it looks like a far out concept, but it happened. We have many times in the at least we heard the incidences, or we see, they say, I had so much resistance, but when I met this person, I didn't know what to say. I literally lost all my anger or doubts or something, I just felt like to just surrender. I had no argument. That's why the sadhus, because they have no, this is fine. So yeah, that's what you can do. But as I said, some of the things do look lofty, apply with the cautions in your own life. If someone is far out, like, if it's a girl and trying to abuse you, or if it's a guy who's being narcissist to you, then go to the counselor or go to the what is practical thing to do. But in principle, that's what it is. Has anyone in the history has applied this? Yes, so many of them. If you see, you're giving the example of Ravana yesterday to someone. Ravana is an absolute number one demon. What is he doing? Stealing someone's wife. Not just Ram's. He's stealing so many people's wife. But then you have Mandodari. It's considered one of the Sati. One of the most chaste women. She knows Ravana is Ravana. What is he doing? What does she do? Does she leave him? She filed for the divorce? No. What does she do? It's like, okay, let me try to put as much sense I can put in your hair. And beyond that, you have your journey, I have your journey. What can you say? But does that mean that you have to always tolerate? No. But if you tolerate, you become Mandodari, super chaste woman. We have a same Tulsi and Shankachuda. What was Shankachuda was doing? This is a demon, trying to fighting to everyone, everywhere, killing people. And somehow, Lord find the trick. And on whose strength he was doing this? Strength of Tulsi. Because Tulsi is praying. Who's she? She is the devotee of the Lord. She is praying. And on her strength, and the Lord is not killing him because he's thinking that she's super chaste, and a chaste woman, who can fight with the chastity of the woman. And then somehow the Lord tricked her, and her chastity was broken. And then Shankachuda was killed. But Tulsi didn't leave Shankachuda. Even with his whole demonic nature, she didn't leave, because she has her own nature. She accepted it. Okay, this is my fate. I understand what I have to go through this thing. He has his own journey. I have my journey as a wife. This is my role. Let me play my role. Let me play my role. I know, as I said, easier said than done. Apply with the caution and see where it. Huh?
We know about these things.
Wonderful. Then apply with the caution.
The people, when they ask, it is not easy to explain them.
No, this I'm saying, no, you can. I was just saying yesterday in a car to our friend Rahul, he was asking me a certain topic to speak, and I was saying, even if I say something about different thing, it wouldn't make any difference to someone's life if they don't do the basics. Like, as I said, someone doesn't come from the maths background, never learn ABCD of maths, I was saying, 1, 2, 3 of maths, never learn any algebra. Even if I'm the amazing teacher of maths, I'm trying to teach him the Fourier series. Forget about Fourier series, he doesn't even know how to write Fourier word. How to write, or Fourier, I don't know if you know Fourier. Some of you know Fourier series, right? Wonderful. Maybe I should give more relevant example. The thing I'm trying to say is, like, even if I teach the most complex maths, they wouldn't be able to understand, even if I try to explain them the best possible way. And they get it, that how did I come to that conclusion? If you ask them to do it, it's like, oh, what is this number? Not possible. Because you have to go back to the basics. I'm not the body, I'm the soul. If I'm lost, seek. If I'm not seeking, I would never get in. Because this philosophy doesn't work with the fear. You see, in a different path, in a different tradition, if you're coming from Abrahamic culture, even if you're not seeking, I can stand in the street and say, hey, you're a sinner, you're going to the hell. You didn't ask whether I'm a sinner or not. I can just tell that you are a sinner, you're going to the hell, and if you don't do this, you're doomed. And that is good enough philosophy for them. But the Bhagavad Gita doesn't speak. The Sanatana Dharma doesn't speak on that language. It says, oh no, you seek. If you don't seek, say whatever journey you are in, so be it. So if the person is in a difficult situation, if they don't seek, doesn't matter how much you try to put the thing in their head, it's not gonna happen. They said like as if you're pouring the water in the upside down pot or whatever. It wouldn't work anything. It looks wet, but there is no water inside. You might feel wet. Oh, I'm pouring so much water. My clay pot looking wet. But there is water inside? No, because upside down. Because he didn't seek. Once he seek, and it's other way around. You put a little bit water, it will remain in the flow. Okay, next. Something else? Yes, first. Yes, please.
Like the nature of body is to eat and drink and sleep. We don't have to put effort in all those things. It just comes inside from us that we have to drink water or something. But we know we are not body, we are soul. And nature of soul is to love God.
Yeah.
Why we have to put so much of effort in every spiritual activity, like even chanting, reading, hearing? It is very difficult. We have to put so much of effort. We start feeling sleepy just by starting doing these activities.
So why do we feel lazy if it's a natural situation? Why do we feel lazy about it? Yes, if it's natural thing, like if we are breathing, it's a natural thing. If you have to try to breathe, and if you're in a ventilator, not your natural situation. So why do we feel this way? No, first understand. Because we have accepted the roles too seriously to begin with. It's not that we have no test for anything. If I ask you, hey, Durandar is coming, 1 and 2 together, you will sit 7 hours straight away, wouldn't you? Why? Okay, those of you don't know the context of Durandar. It's a new Bollywood movie. Forget about Durandar. Anything you like. What do you like, sir? Do you like to eat something? Pizza? You like pizza? Imagine if I make a pizza. I've seen some kids sleeping on the food somewhere, You wouldn't sleep on the food, would you? I'll sleep after the food. You wouldn't sleep on a bite. Why? The taste is there. So one of the reason we don't have, because for many, many lifetime, we haven't developed that taste. We have developed the taste to love, but same way we have to direct it to other direction. It's like in the villages, you have these canals. The water is coming. The water is coming in a big canal, and in order for you to divert it to your field, you have to block this thing, and then you divert the water towards your land. So if you don't divert it, you say, why is it not coming towards my? Hey, no, you have to block with the other things and divert it this direction. Same way. So this tendency to love is there. Tendency to serve is there. If you would say, I don't have any tendency to love and serve, then it would be a completely different question. But that's not the case. All we have to do is learn to divert it to the different direction. Because that's where you have the freedom. That whether you love a God or not, you have a choice. He can't force you. And that's exactly the Sanatana Dharma. No? We don't scare you. Because I could scare you, but Gita is not teaching me to scare you, otherwise I would have scared you. Gita is speaking in this beautiful language. One of my favorite verses from the Bhagavad Gita. After explaining the whole Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is saying this beautiful verse. Iti te jnana makyatam goyat goyataram maya vimrashaya yasheshana yat ikshasi tatha karu. Saying, thus I have explained to you knowledge still more confidential. What's your name, sir? Dipanshu. Saying, Dipanshu, you contemplate on it and then do what you wish to do. Oh Arjun, you contemplate on it and then do what you wish to do. So you contemplate, I have love in my heart, whether I divert that love to this girl, this toy, this car, this job, or divert something from that to the Lord. He's saying that, how do you say, if you start diverting something, then you say, oh, there's a rasa. I saw some other day, someone sent me a video. They were connecting this small river with the ocean. Some of you have seen that video? Very popular video. You've seen it, right? They had a small stream and they tried to connect it with the ocean. And then they tried to make a small pathway. It's just a matter of the time. The whole thing was on the ocean. And that's how we sing. As the Maya goes like a needle, comes like a plow. Same with Krishna's love like this. You go one step, he takes 10 steps towards you. You love him, he loves you more. So he will attract you. But we have to start somewhere. And of course, Cheto Darpanam Marjana. It is said that if the nature of the mirror is to reflect. If I show you the mirror, what it should do naturally? Reflect. If it's not reflecting, then what's happening? There's no fault with the mirror. It's just dirty. All we have to do is cleanse it. Why we don't feel that attraction for the Lord? Because we have to cleanse our hearts. And one of the easiest way of cleansing this heart is chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You try cleansing like this. We can give you a money back guarantee which you haven't paid yet. Give you a money back guarantee that it works. If it wouldn't work, how we are here? How is it possible that those who have never heard the name of Krishna, they devoted their life to Krishna? How is it possible? So, if it works for others, it might just work for you as well. And if it's been working for thousands of years, it might just work for you as well. You just have to try. Make sense? Hare Krishna.
I have a question because now today there are many people eating meat, like chicken and cows and so on. And also my neighbor, she doesn't believe an animal has a soul. And also when they eat, it's already cut the small bit and you did not see how animal they suffer. So I think it's very sad that I tried to explain for her that the animal has a soul as well, but she doesn't believe it somehow. So do you have any tips on how to explain for her that animal have a soul as well? Even they don't talk, they don't sing, but they are a living entity.
Yeah, it's a sad reality. I tell this story sometime. I remember many years back now. I mean, it's so vivid that I still remember the whole thing. We were in Liverpool. It was raining. It was pouring like anything, and it was a Christmas market time. This must be like at least 13 years back or 14 years back. So we pulled into the town. It's like we were trying to save something, save the books. And we saw there is in the Christmas market you have the stalls where they serve the meat and all those things as well. You can get the steaks and all those things. And there was a girl, and she had an umbrella on her dog. I was like, wow, such a compassion. We looked at the stall. It's like, hey, my God. For a dog lover, you have so much love for your dog that you are happy to be in this rain. But you think that no other people have no other animals have no soul or something? No compassion for them? Just because they are selfish. Just purely they are selfish. How can you explain them? You can't explain them because they're just deep. You can wake up someone who wants to wake up. You can't wake up someone who doesn't want to wake up. You can't. What can we say to them? Prabhupada will tell this story now. A butcher, while he's butchering, he's so careful that he might not even get a paper cut in his hand. This silly guy doesn't understand about this same knife. If you're feeling pain by the paper cut in your hand, why this living entity wouldn't feel the pain while you're chopping the head of the living entity? They don't understand. It's like because their intelligence is gone. They don't have the thinking faculty. That was how it's possible. I was just listening to Radha Govind Maharaj was making this point that They're calling themselves gentlemen. What kind of gentleman you are? You are wearing someone's dead body as your leather shoes. You know, you eating someone's like you eating the dead bodies, and you calling yourself gentleman. How? What kind of gentleman you are? You're not gentlemen. They're just walking towards. But having said that, so do we say that eating meat is a wrong thing or something? No, it's not about wrong or right thing. It's about what is needs to be done. What is your nature? If you are, I don't know, you're born in some forest or something, and that's all you have exposure to, fine, food is your choice. So while you're here, you have a choice to kill or not kill. If you have no choice, it's a different story. It's a different story. Here you have a choice. So you say that you choose the most least violent way to live your life. So you have a choice. You have a choice. Yes, please.
The same question that you are saying, why Krishna did you wake up that he did wake up the love and affection towards him to few people's not other? That is because of the prarabdha, or
Why Krishna chooses some to Krishna's equal? Let's elaborate question more so that it become more relevant. Why, if Krishna is equal to everyone, he's saying Suhidam Sarva Bhutanam, that I'm everyone's friend. If he's everyone's friend, why he looks like more friend to others than to some other people? He looks more friendly to the Pandavas than to me. Why is it like this, right? Is that what you say?
I'm not asking that question. I'm asking why he is not waking up that instinct in them, those people also.
No, but because you have a choice. That's what you want to do. It's because you
So
see,
why some people have choice?
no, everyone has a choice. Choice everyone has. Like today, you make the nice feast. I still remember, like some of the time we do the programs, and we cook. I mean, touch with the Hare Krishnas are a good cook, and they make nice feast. I still remember sometime some of the new people comes to the program and it's like, oh no, I don't eat this. They go out and have their strange street food. It's like it smells so bad. He has a choice to eat or not eat. It's for everyone. You cook today. It's nice. They are the best chef. Him, the Hare and her mom, they're the best. But now, out of these people, they have a choice to eat or not eat. It is for everyone. हीरा सभी के लिए है, सदा के लिए भी है और सभी के लिए भी है. The diamond is for everyone and is for forever. But if you want or not,
But उनके मन में क्यों नहीं जगाते हुए चीज?
but because Lord is not doing that. If you don't have any desire to do that, there's one of the first qualification we say for the bhakti is you have to have a desire to have it. If you have no desire, then how can I force you to have that? Then I will fall into the same trap as the Abrahamic traditions do. You have no desire, then I say, hey, you're a sinner. Come here. No, I have no desire to come there. You have to desire to, before you deserve, you desire. Actually, it's the other way around. It says before deserve, you do something. So in order for kuch to karna padega, they have to do something. I don't want to come to this temple. I want to kill the cow. And I want to drink wine. Then just do it. Lord is not forcing, but do they have the avenue to come and change that? Yes, they do. So it comes in the association of the devotees. So many of us didn't have that desire as well, and I'm with you. But that desire, kono kono bhagyavanji, by your good fortune, you came in contact with the devotees, and those devotees have given you that desire. But had these guys have no avenue to meet the devotees, they do have, but they don't want to. Like as I said, now when we go on the street, we offer those books to everyone. But they have the opportunity to stop or not. If they would stop, then journey can begin. But yeah, it can be complicated. That maybe for this audience, it's a tough one. There's a book called Madhurya Kadambini. It goes in the depth of this. That what did you do to deserve the bhakti? It says bhakti is causeless. Means there is nothing under the sun you can do or under this earth you can do to get it. Your tapasya doesn't please him. Your money, you can't please the Krishna with your money. No, there is nothing you can do under the sun to please. So how do you get it? So it is causeless. One of the devotee was saying that, look, you see, two people are drowning. This side of the river, so there's a bridge. Two people fell in a river, one this side, one that side. One is saying, help, help, help. Another saying, yeah, whatever. Where would the person will go jump to save the person? So that's all we can do to attract little bit of attention of the Lord. I'm not myself saving from that river. I can't come out of that. There is nothing extraordinary I did to get the mercy. All I can do is pray. Please help. I'm in this miserable situation. Please, Lord, help me. He may not understand the name of the Lord, that his name is Krishna. He may not understand any other thing, but within their heart, they must be saying, no, please help. Please help. So if you're not honest to yourself and you think, I'm doing okay, then what do you say? Then you're okay. We meet many times people when we travel around. So many experiences we meet. People say that, oh, I was in this difficult situation. I can just tell them. I met this guy in Lincoln. We were in Lincoln. Rainy day like this, maybe a little bit more rainy. So we took a little shelter. It wasn't so busy. So while we were distributing these books, there's one guy. He was just, you could see, well-to-do guy. Normally you see on the street, those who are loitering around drinking, you might think, okay, maybe there's a homeless guy or something. But this guy, you could see that, okay, at least by dress-wise, it looks okay, look well-groomed. But he's sitting on the corner and drinking. It's like, that doesn't happen much often, like maybe in the movies. But in reality, that's not how it works. If you have money, you go to the pub or drink or whatever, You don't loiter on the street to drink. Anyway, so I could see that he's giving a go on his drinks. It's like, yeah, while he's drinking, I didn't disturb him. When he finished his business, it's like, hey, how's it going? And he's like, how are you? Are you okay? And he started crying. I was like, oh, what did I say to you? And he was like, in many, many years, no one has even asked me how I'm doing in my life. You're the first person who has asked. And when I made a post on that as well. You see, when you see a child to cry, it's okay. He has no other business than crying, But when you see a grown-up man crying, it's like, it's heartbreaking. When you see a man in the 40s and 50s are crying, it's a little different because you don't see a man of those age crying. A child crying is normal, Okay, oh, what do you want? But after in the conversation, when he said, I've been praying, I've been thinking, God, if you exist, please help me out of this situation. Please help me out of this situation. And here you are. It's like, yeah, there is no coincidence. Krishna is saying, no? Suhidam Sarvabhutana? No. They both words look same. Ishvara Sarvabhutana, Riddesha Arjuna Tisthiti, Brahma and Sarvabhutani, Yantra Rudhani Mai. Saying the Supreme Lord is situated in everyone's heart, O Arjun, and is directing the wandering of all living entities who are seated as a machine made of material energy. He says, oh, this guy, finally he's trying. The Katha Upanishad explains, oh, we need to finish. Yes. Okay, now we finish this and this. So Katha Upanishad explained that there are two birds sitting on the same branch. One is soul, one is super soul. Soul is wandering around doing whatever. The super soul is always saying, hey, turn towards me. And he's just waiting for it. So finally, when the soul turns towards super soul, he gets super excited and he make all the arrangement. So anyone in this world who in this world can say that I have no suffering at all and I don't go through any anxiety or stress. Maybe if they don't feel it that way, they say, okay, fine, that's hampering your own journey. So when you're in a desperation, when you're in a difficult situation, call out. So that is the qualification. When you call out, Lord will arrange. When you're in a difficult situation, just don't take shelter of the drink and the wine and the holidays. Take shelter of something more, and the magic will happen. Hare Krishna. So we are still here. We have 3 more seminars coming up. A different topic. We'll finish the whole series. You can please come along. You can bring your friends, and these sessions you're welcome to come here. And you will be tested next week on this topic, but don't skip it just because you don't remember. Yeah, there's no punishment for missing. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
We will now do standing arati.
Mataji, we'll have time for this.
Yes.
Mataji, we'll have time for this. Do Aarti now.
Thank you so much.
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Krishna Prashaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Namaste Saraswati Gauravani Prachayine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Kachachari Shatarine Namaste Saraswati Gauravani Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta-vrinda Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta-vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta-vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Paramahansa Parilajacharya Ashtatra Shatashi Srimad A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Iskcon Bhakti Pranacharya Srila Prabhupada ki Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda ki Shri Namacharya Haridas Thakur ki प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधे गोवर्धन की श्री वृंदावन धाम की मायापुर धाम की द्वारका धाम की गंगामय की यमुनामय की भक्ति देवी की तुलसी महारानी की Iskcon Oslo Yatra ki. Go Premanandi. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Guru Guranga. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Even louder. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Now we are going to Narasimha.
नमस्ते नरसिंहाय
Jai